then. And good luck.
Welcome to Melbourne, where the practice session is a...
In the unforgiving world of Formula 1...
Morning, it's Jeff here. I'm looking forward to working with you as your race engineer. Hope you've had your coffee, because we have a lot of work to do today to get ready for the season ahead. We're ready to fire up the car. Why not head out and get a few early laps under your belt? At some point before qualifying, let's get our track acclimatization program complete. It'll help us identify any specific problem areas on the circuit. This year will mark Russian Grand Prix 4th year at Top Speed. Striped on your Indian livery, white and unusual orange colours. Welcome to our special guest, Jeff Ford and AKB, accompanied by the Tuesday. Hamilton will be looking to secure his 4th championship this season, but will be up against damaged, you've lost a lot of downforce on the car. Pit and we'll fit you a new front wing. Is the car giving you some trouble out there? Don't be afraid to come in and tweak the setup if you need to, and we can chuck on a fresh set of tyres if they're getting worn.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three, who are Hamilton, Raikkonen and Valtteri Bottas. Thank you for joining us for...
You got my message. Perfect. Welcome to Home Away from Home. We get more real-time data from the factory now than ever before, and it all comes through here. So I have to spend more time checking over the reports and less time hunting you down in the hospitality suite. To that end... Sorry, just a sec. Yeah, Chris, is this important? I'm in the middle of something. Oh, okay. Right. Well, that makes no sense. Have Sarah reset the simulation and run it again. Okay. Sorry about that. As I was saying, we've set up a desk for you at the front here. You can get onto the network from your laptop, so make sure to check the R&D screen regularly. And let us know how you want to use the data that we've collected over the weekend and through the practice programs. Also, bear in mind that the news from the factory won't always be good. Sometimes tests fail, like you've seen just now. And when that happens, we have to divert additional resources to fix it. C'est la vie, I'm afraid.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top three again are Raikkonen.
Hey, looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there. This is good. Gets people talking about you. Just make sure you outperform them, okay? Hi, it's Emma. Your qualifying goals came up in the board meeting this morning. Here's what to expect.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
No matter how good a driver is at managing their throttle application to limit rear slip, they can't always overcome a car that's inherently bad at looking after its rear tyres. Here we have a lot of low-speed corner exits, which means a whole load of energy, heat and tyre wear.
Mercedes. Valtteri Bottas.
Disappointing, but we can turn it around tomorrow.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three. It's out with the old and in with the new here at Albert Park as we usher in what we hope will be a triumphant new era of Formula One racing. For our drivers, though, it's very much business as usual, as they look to be first across that line and get their championship off to a winning start. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Today's race, of course, not simply the start of a new season, but the start of a new kind of Formula One. Anthony Davidson, great to have you with us once again. This is a big moment for the sport. Big changes to the technical regulations. The potential, perhaps, to give us the biggest shake-up since 2014. Very different cars visually and, fingers crossed, much faster as well.
Good thing then that combined these teams put in just a shade over 13,000 kilometres on the clock during testing. The cornering speed of these new machines is absolutely unbelievable. How many lap records are still held by Michael Schumacher from 2004?
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Kimi Räikkönen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas and a Ferrari, Daniel Ricciardo and Verstappen, Massa, Perez, Grosjean and Nico Hülkenberg, Ocon, Sainz, Daniel Kvyat and Magnussen, Stroll, Alonso, Jolyon Palmer and Stoffel van Dorn, Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
We're predicting a podium finish for you today. See what you can do. Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can. The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights. Raikkonen. They seem to have an issue. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Faster engine modes are available.
Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, the safety car completely changed.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Lewis Hamilton takes over.
Is this the one?
Indeed it is. And this is Jonathan. He's going to let you drive some of his cars.
Well, not quite my cars, per se. It's a mere detail. You know, I'd really rather be down there racing them myself, to be honest. I'm actually quite handy behind the wheel, but it's the downforce, those lateral Gs, you know? The old neck can't really handle it. So I need a pro. And that's where you come in. We run in a bunch of events throughout the year. Time trials, races, all sorts. And I have it on good authority that you have the ability and temperament to do well in these. Make our business look good and, most importantly, bring the cars back in one piece. So consider this a formal invitation. I'll see you at the track.
Now, if you'd just like to step into my office, I'd like to go over those contract revisions we discussed on the phone.
Good morning, and I hope you're as excited as we are for today's practice session.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.